It's official. The animation industry is on the brink of a revolution, or, depending on who you ask, a crisis. OpenAI, a leader in the generative AI movement, is backing an animated feature film titled Critterz, aiming for a Cannes debut in 2026. But here's where it gets controversial. This isn't just another movie. It's a bold experiment in using AI to produce a feature-length film in just 9 months and under $30 million, a fraction of the time and budget typically required by Hollywood studios. And this is the part most people miss. The project is being touted as a way to democratize animation. But is that really what's happening? Let's dive in. Produced by London's Vertigo Films and LA's Native Foreign, Critterz will lean heavily on OpenAI's tools and computing power to generate much of its animation and design. The story, a woodland adventure about a village of creatures disrupted by a stranger, was originally developed as a short film by OpenAI's Chad Nelson. While the short received a lukewarm reception, think 3.6 stars out of 10 on IMDb, the feature-length version aims to prove that AI can streamline the filmmaking process. Voice actors and a few artists will contribute, but the bulk of the work will be handled by AI models. Sounds efficient, right? But at what cost? The pitch is undeniably appealing. Faster production, lower costs, and a chance to shake up an industry often criticized for its slow pace and high barriers to entry. Yet the claim that Critterz is democratizing animation feels like a stretch. Animation isn't an exclusive club locked behind class or status. It's an art form accessible to anyone with talent, dedication, and basic resources. Take Flow, the recent Oscar-winning animated feature, which was created by a small team in Latvia using free software and a budget smaller than what a single A-list voice actor might earn in Hollywood. If anything, animation is already one of the most democratic creative fields. So, why does Critterz feel like a challenge to the very soul of animation? Here's the uncomfortable truth. AI can replace years of labor by hundreds of artists, with a team feeding prompts into software. What happens to the craft? What happens to the livelihoods of those who've dedicated their lives to mastering this art? And what happens when stories are crafted by algorithms rather than human inspiration? These questions aren't just hypothetical. They're urgent. Adding to the controversy is the fact that many large language models, LLMs, are trained on materials created by artists who never gave consent. This raises ethical questions about ownership and credit, issues already playing out in courtrooms as studios like Disney, Universal, and Warner Bros. Battle AI image generators over copyright claims. Midjourney, for its part, argues that these same studios are quietly experimenting with Gen AI in their pipelines, making their lawsuits seem like a double-edged sword. For animation professionals, the mood surrounding Critterz is far from celebratory. While the film could be dismissed as a novelty, it also represents a potential watershed moment in the AI debate. Will it inspire innovation, or will it mark the beginning of a shift that devalues human creativity? And let's not forget the irony of unionized actors participating in projects like this while fighting to protect their own rights. It's a paradox that's hard to ignore. What do you think? Is Critterz a groundbreaking step forward, or a misguided attempt to replace artistry with algorithms? Does AI have a place in animation? And if so, where do we draw the line? Share your thoughts in the comments. This is a conversation that's just getting started.